One.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Torres. Good afternoon, classmates. I am Almarie Devora. I am Emirates Angeline Garangana.
I am Kim Gilberto Baba, Ricardo Abancio.
I'm Gloria Nasuro.
And lastly, I'm Giancarlo Decrola.
And we are Group 3
Pinto, prestigious in nature towards outstanding knowledge.
And our first research topic is all about
Chicken skin.
So what is our main research question?
Our main research question is why Liceo students buy chicken skin at the covered court. And how do we plan to accomplish this research?
The researchers plan to accomplish by using our 5 senses to observe and to conduct interviews to students. Specifically, this study aims to answer these following questions. First, is the chicken skin cheaper than the foods in the covered court?
Second, is the chicken skin healthy to eat?
Third, is the preparation clean?
And why do we want to do this research?
The researchers plan to determine why students are buying chicken skin at the covered court. By doing this, the students will be aware of the health benefits of the said product. So who will be our participants?
The participants will be the Liceo students of academic year 2018 to 2019 at the CC covered or the covered court. In order to determine the participants, the researchers will observe for a week to know who are the students who usually buy at the stall and ask them for an interview.
So who are the stakeholders of the research? The researchers' study will benefit the following. First, the consumers. The study can inform the consumers about the cleanliness and the health benefits of this chicken skin to their health.
And lastly, the future researchers. The future researchers will have a benefit to our study because they can make this as a basis guide to their same study.
But where are we going to conduct our research? The research will be conducted in the college covered court where the stall is located. It will cost approximately 100 pesos, and the breakdown for this are
Our first water that approximately will cost 20 pesos. Second is the food and that approximately will cost 30 pesos, and other expenses like printing, food of researchers and etc. will approximately cost 50 pesos. And when are we going to conduct this research?
the best time to observe the respondents are during their vacant time or lunch breaks, because this is usually the time where there are a lot of students are eating and waiting for the next class. The interviews will take place after the respondents finish their meal, or we can ask them for a scheduled interview. This interview will approximately last 10 to 15 minutes.
And this concludes our first research topic.
And we are now gonna give the floor to the next reporters.
So, what is our next research topic?
The second research topic that we will be discussing is all about the house sorting.
So, what is the research all about? So, the research is all about the effects of house sorting to the relationship of Liceo students. So, what is the main research questions that needs to be answered by the
So
research?
our main research question is, does the difference of houses affect the relationship of students among each other?
So, how do we plan or how do we want to accomplish the research?
The researchers plan to accomplish the study by conducting interviews and observations on students related to the study.
So, we formulated 3 specific questions based on the main research question.
These questions are the following. Does it make students bond stronger? Second, does it cause misunderstanding among students? And third, what are the possible positive and negative effects that it causes among students?
So, why do we want to do the research or the purpose of doing the research?
The researchers want to know if house sorting is beneficial to Liceo students and one's confidence, sportsmanship, relationship, and interaction among their fellow players or participants.
So, who will be our participants? Our participants will be the Liceo students or of University of St. LaSalle. So, we will observe and approach students that are actively participating in house activities and competitions.
So, who are the stakeholders or beneficiaries of this research?
The beneficiaries or the stakeholders of this research are, first is the guidance office. They can use it as a guide for what is the relationship or what is the relationship of students in campus. And second are the future researchers. So they can use it as a reference or a guide for their next or their future research.
Where are we going to conduct our research?
So we are going to conduct the research on the hallways of Miguel Building and Solomon Hall, which usually the Liceo students are located or their classrooms are located. So the expected expense will be 200 pesos for the water, the food of the interviewees, also the printing fees and the foods of the researchers.
When is the best time to observe our respondents?
The best time to observe the respondents or the participants are during their practice hours. The right time to conduct our interviews will be during vacant hours of our respondents and also depends on our schedule. So the interviews will not take long, but it also depends on the availability and time of students. So this concludes our second topic.
The house sorting.
And now, for our last topic, we have the cyber cafes to students.
So what is the research all about?
The research is all about the reasons the students going to cyber cafes. Specifically, our main question is, are the students using their time in computer shops are for academic or non-academic purposes?
How? How will the researchers accomplish the study?
The researchers will accomplish the study by conducting interviews with specific questions. And these questions are, what is the main reasons of students going to computer shops? Is going to computer shops a priority? And lastly, is the reason of the students going to computer shops are academic or not?
Why? Why did the researchers want to do the research?
Because, like I said earlier, the researchers want to determine the reasons of Liceo students why they are going to computer shops. And according to the study of Briguela, he said that most of the people that are going to computer shops are males with the age of 17 to 29 years old. And some of their main reasons are surfing in the internet, visiting emails, watching videos and surfing to Facebook and playing video games. And with this, it pushes the researcher to make a research specifically at the Liceo students about their main reason why they are going to computer shops. And who will be the participants in the study?
So the researchers' participants will be the Liceo students. The study will benefit the following.
The stakeholders are the future researchers and the teachers. The teachers can give information or they can gain information from our study about why students are going to computer shops. It can be that their students are playing computer games or surfing the internet to research about their assignment or for the quizzes. And for the future researchers, they can use our study as a review of related literature for their study, but with different objectives. And where will the study be conducted?
The study will be conducted at various computer shops nearby LaSalle. Specifically, BS or Battle Station, TNC or the Net.com, and lastly, Divinesity and Finity.
This study will have a budget of approximately 100 pesos. This budget may be take higher or it depends on the situation of the study. And lastly, when? When is the best time to conduct this research?
The best time for the study to be conducted is anytime. Why anytime? Because since students have their own free times regarding their schedules or other matters.
And the interview will take place after the interviewee will have after they play games or after their certain activity, because disturbing them about the certain activity at computer shop might disturb them and lack the interest of participating in our study. And the interview will take approximately of 5 to 10 minutes. So, sir, we are now ready for your questions, interrogations, and violent reactions.
Once again, we are Group 3, PINTOP, prestigious in nature towards outstanding knowledge.
Thank you